80 pounds. Let's start punking Nick out at Regional Succession. Ladies and gentlemen, the challenge has influenced more lifestyle choices in 3 years and made more people healthy in 3 years than anyone else has in all of their knowledge in the last 3 years, and that's because of what you have done with your friends and with your family and with your neighbors. So I thank all of you guys for what you guys have done. Understanding this and knowing this, how many guys have never been more fired up about the challenge that we provide for people in their lives? Because I am. Entrepreneurs in the room. You guys you really gotta understand the new challenge. You really gotta master it. You really gotta help people get it. Because the new challenge is the easiest way. It's the easiest way to get people on this shake. Moving down this slide. Moving down this slide. One step at a time. One step at a time. One step at a time. One choice at a time. We're not trying to cram it all down their throat at once. Let them do it at their own time. Let them do it at their own speed. And that's how we're winning. And that's why we're winning. And that's why we will continue to win. Entrepreneurs in the room, make no mistake about it. You will get rich doing this. Unless you don't want to. Transform a few people, you're gonna make a few $100 a month. It depends how addicted to the transformations you can get. How passionate about the transformations you can get. Transform a few dozen people, you're gonna get yourself a BMW. It's not a bad deal. Transform a few hundred people, you're gonna fire your boss. Yeah. You're gonna call in awesome. Anybody ever called in sick before? Sorry, I can't come in, I'm sick? You're gonna call in awesome. Hey, can't come in today. Why? Because I'm too awesome to come to this place anymore. Way too awesome to be here. Way too awesome for this place. Call it awesome. 1,000, 2,000 transformations. You're gonna make a 6-figure income. From home. You can buy your time back. 10,000 transformations, 15,000 transformations, 20,000 transformations, 1 star, 2 star, 50,000 transformations, 5 star. Make it Kevin Merriweather money. Yeah. Christina Perry money, Freddie Valero money, Cedric Harris money. How many of you guys wouldn't mind having 50,000 transformations and making some 5-star money? You'd be okay with that, right? Hey, who'd be alright making some Jeremy Gilchrist money? Let's be real now, right? 100,000 transformations. You're not making 6 figures a year anymore. 100,000 transformations. You're making 6 figures a month. Wow. And you're walking around at 28 years old making $1.1 million like Rachel Jackson did last year and Josh Jackson did last year as royal ambassadors in our company. I know, that'd be terrible, wouldn't it, everybody? How many of you guys would just hate that? How many of you guys would be okay, just completely okay, with 100,000 transformations all around the globe, making $1 million a year? Anybody be all right with that? Entrepreneurs in the room, make no mistake about it. If you want to, you'll get rich doing it. You can get rich doing it. And anywhere in between. You just got to decide where you want to fit in. We support you wherever you want to fit in. But it's all about the transformations. You must get married to the transformations. You must get excited about the transformations. Next month in LA, the National Success Training, we launch our next country. 6 months later, we'll launch our next one. 6 months later, we'll launch our next one. In LA, the National Success Training, we'll roll out the second half for our vision about how we will be the #1 company to fight obesity in the world. I would be there if I were you. How many of you guys feel like you got at least one thing today so far that was worth your trip? Anybody? Day's only half over. Guys, I gotta ask you to do what I did when I was 19 years old. Nobody was more broke than I was when I was 19 years old. I went to school full time, I played college baseball full time, and worked a job 2 days a week. I made $5.50 an hour at a clothing store in the mall. And they told me I had to go to a national success, a convention like that, like not like this, but like our national. I said, done, I'm in, I want to make this happen. Where is it? Atlanta, Georgia. Guess where I lived? Grand Rapids, Michigan. I said, I can't afford to fly, so I can't go to Atlanta, Georgia. They said, that's all right, drive. I said, I can't afford the gas. They said, that's all right, bring some people with you and split it up. So I did that. In fact, the first time me ever telling this story, 2 of those 5 people that were in my car are in this room right now. Where Jay and Mike at? Stand up. These 2 guys right here were in that car with me. So, if you've ever heard this story before, it is now validated. Just ask those 2. Us 3 idiots drove from Grand Rapids, Michigan to Atlanta, Georgia with 5 of us in a 2-door Escorts. In the month of August with no air conditioning. Don't feel bad for us. It was my Escort. The car was small enough I could roll down both windows at the same time. And the whole way down, we're like, this is a dumb idea. This is stupid. What are we doing? Why are we doing this? And I got there. And then there was a guy at the downtown Westin, the Peachtree Westin, that stood outside the convention center door and shook every person's hand. As I walked through the door, I was like, this is a really cool dude. 15 years later, he's still a real cool dude. Where's Cedric Rashad at? Is he running registration? Well, if you see him, follow me here. Cedric shook every hand. He was one of the national directors. I was a 19-year-old kid. I shook his hand. And I don't remember anything that happened that weekend, except one story. 15 years later, all I remember is one story. And that one story was all I needed. See, I don't know what you're going to see or hear in LA. That's going to be the one thing for you. But I know one thing is going to happen there. There's going to be one story. There's going to be one feeling. There's going to be one training. There's going to be one experience. Maybe it's the ambassadors telling their stories, the 5 stars. Maybe it's the trainers. Maybe it's the founders. Maybe it's a weight loss story. Maybe it's the Body by Body champions being crowned. Or maybe it's our 70s disco party with 10,000 disco maniacs on Saturday nights. So bring your disco gear and your big wigs. I hope you guys are ready for the disco part. Maybe that's all you needed. I don't know. But I do know this, you will experience nothing like it. Unless you've been to one of our events before. Then I know you're coming back, because what more fun can you have 3 times a year than one of our national success trainings? I mean, stand up if you're already registered to the LA National Success Training. Stay standing. That's a problem. Stay standing. The rest of you guys, make the decision and make the sacrifice like I did when I was 19 years old. You all have the registration in your hands. You will never be an ambassador hanging out here. You need to be where the ambassadors are. You'll never be, I've never met a presidential director that is not our national success rate. I don't meet national directors that don't go to the national, I don't meet them. If you want to make a 4-figure a month income here, you'll be in LA. If you don't have a desire for that, then you don't have to be there. I understand, it's okay. In front of you is the registration. We're going to give away some free trips to the event. Fill it out. But I don't care about the raffle, because that's not what you're going to get. What you're going to get is you're going to see what I saw when I was 19 years old. In the back of the room, there'll be ambassadors. On your way out here in a few minutes, drop your registration into the bag. If they don't have a bag or the box, you'll just hand them your registration. So if a few ambassadors want to line up at those doors, they can bring you their registration. Everyone look at your watch right now. What time is it? At 2:50. Don't worry, we're only 20 minutes behind schedule today, guys, which means we're going to end 40 minutes early, just so you know, because we give an hour buffer. But 2:40, we're going to get talking again. We're going to bring up some people to teach you how to build your team, how to make money on Facebook. We're going to bring up some people to teach you. We're going to do some ambassador promotions, brand new ambassadors out here in the South. My closing question to all of you guys is this. You now know our vision. You now know who we are, what we're doing, how we're doing it, when we're doing it, where we're doing it. My question to all of you guys is who in this room is 100% committed to fighting obesity with us